This, we'd like to welcome her here. Please put your hands together for Alena Ericksen.
So I'm going to do it different today. I had to kick off my shoes because I'm not standing up here in heels. It's so good to be here. I've met so many of actual Facebook friends, and I'm like, hey, we know each other, so this is great. So today I wanted to talk about some of my dreams. And one of my dreams is that we live in a country that we love liberty enough that we will do anything to make sure that we secure that. Additionally, that we have law enforcement that loves liberty enough that they will do anything to defend that liberty, because we are nothing without natural rights. Is that correct? Yep. Our natural rights come from God. I am kind of nicknamed the affidavit lady because I'm the one that collected the affidavits from all over the state of Utah. And I decided to try the system because we have a perfect system. We pay taxes on that system. And I submitted 700 pages of documentation to Sheriff Smith over Herbert, and between the two sheriffs that I was working on in Sanpete County over Cox. The sheriffs are the highest law enforcement in the state. They have direct connection with the governor. And so that was going right where we needed to go. And I wanted to see what would happen. But more than anything, I wanted to send the message that we have a system that we need to use. It is up to us as people to step it up and make sure that people are actually doing their jobs. So additionally, I got the Attorney General Reyes. Let me tell you a little bit of something about Reyes. Sorry. Reyes, as the Attorney General, he's over the Antitrust Act. That means that he had the power and authority to override some things that would have ruined and damaged businesses. So the Antitrust Act makes sure that there's no monopolies and makes sure that there's no infringement on natural competition and pricing. So I wanted him to know that we needed his help with that. It's still a case I'm pushing. The reason I think this is important is because I believe that 2020 would have never happened if law enforcement stepped it up. And that's the bar that I want to raise. It's not enough to have a sheriff say, I'm not going to cite you and I'm not going to arrest you over masks. That doesn't make a hero. What makes a hero is somebody who says, you are acting as a criminal and infringing on the rights. You're damaging lives. We need law enforcement. Let me be clear. I love the blue. It is not a matter of defund the police, and it's not a matter of back the blue. There is a fine line in the middle. And that's where I want to take the next level. So many of you know that, some of you know, I was actually back in Oklahoma 2 weeks ago, and I was with Lynn Wood in the back room. I told Lynn Wood what we were doing, what I was doing in Utah, and he said, you're a smart girl. You hold those sheriffs accountable and make sure they do their job, even if it makes them uncomfortable. I love this wind. So the second thing I want to talk to you about is how to get active. Get out your phones, and I want you to type in UtahFreedomCoalition.org. On this website, you can find any passion that you have, whether it's the Second Amendment, whether it's medical freedoms, educational freedoms, whatever you want. There's committees that are being formed. Secondly, there's candidates. We've got to get good people in office. It is up to us. We need to fill this. We need to vet people. This is a website that we can unify and that we can come together with. I want to stop pandering to businesses, to schools, to people who do not share our values and in fact are destroying the fabric of our society. We have got to create, so this is one of the messages I took from Oklahoma, from all these General Flynn, all these people. We have got to get to a place where we create a parallel economy. Don't forget that our ancestors came to Utah with nothing on their back, maybe a broken wagon. They created this great state. I believe we are innovative enough that we can do it. Our state motto is industry and thrift. We got it, we can pull together, and we can do it. Finally, my message for you is God made you free, so stay free. Now is the time to stand up and fight back. We have to take this to the next level. In the words of Jim Caviezel, he said, History will record that those who stood to lose the most did the least. I will not be on that list, and I hope you will join me on that. In closing, I want to share a mantra because I believe that the spirit of liberty comes from Christ. He is the author of liberty, and it is through him that we can be blessed. This is his battle. This is not a new one. There has always been a battle between captivity and liberty, and we have that opportunity to be God's soldiers. We need to step it up. We need to do it. See if I can get the wind to cooperate. I am part of the fellowship of the unashamed. The die has been cast. The decision has been made. I am a disciple of his, and I won't look back, let up, or back away. My past is redeemed. My present makes sense. My future is secure. I am done with low living, small planning, smooth knees, colorless dreams, tamed visions, mundane talking, cheap living, and dwarfed goals. I no longer need prosperity, position, promotions, plaudits, or popularity. I don't have to be right, praised, or rewarded. I live by faith. I lean on his presence, walk by patience, lift by prayer, and labor by the Holy Spirit. My face is set, my gait is fast, and my goal is heaven. My road may be narrow, my way rough, and my companions few, but my guide is reliable and my mission is clear. I will not flinch in the face of sacrifice, nor hesitate in the presence of the adversity or the adversary. I will not negotiate at the table of the enemy, or ponder at the pull of popularity, or meander in the maze of mediocrity. I won't give up, shut up, let up, or stayed up until I have prayed up and preached up the cause of Christ. I am a disciple of Christ. I must give until I drop, preach until all hear and know, and work until he comes. And when he comes, he may know me because he will recognize me. My colors will be clear. I believe in you. We are patriots. It is time to rise, time to come together and fight back. Thank you.
Give it up for Alena Ericksen.